Our next award this evening goes to our Educator of the Year, who will receive a $1,000 grant to use in the classroom. I would like for the presenting sponsor, Jada Gandy, Senior VP and Manager of Community Development for Fifth Third Bank, to please join me on the stage.
Good evening. I must say that as I was sitting listening to the youth, I heard the name Jada, and I said, wow, are they talking about me? So, of course, I became very full because me and Jada actually have some very similar experience. So, again, congratulations, Jada. Fifth Third Bank is proud to serve as sponsor of the Educator of the Year award categories for tonight's event and partner with the Charlotte Post Foundation to recognize an individual who exemplifies excellence in something that we all believe is one of the most important roles in our society, and that is educating our students. Not just educating them as a profession, but continuously seeking opportunities to enhance the quality of a child's educational experience by improving themselves as well as the achievement of the students they teach. At Fifth Third Bank, we listen and inspire all of our customers with smart financial solutions to improve their lives and the well-being of our communities. Our priority is simply to give people access to the tools and the knowledge that they need to be successful. Whether it be supporting the youth in our community to have access to a good education as they prepare to become our future leaders, playing a role to ensure that the basic needs of the most vulnerable in our community are met, investing in affordable housing and economic development to create more vibrant and sustainable communities, to empowering youth as well as their families through financial education and empowerment programs such as the Young Bankers Club, Empower You for Educators, our Mobile Financial Empowerment Center, and the adoption of a Freedom School. We believe that there is no greater satisfaction than helping people reach their highest potential. And that is why we saw fit to support the Charlotte Post Foundation, who sees fit every day to provide scholarships and share the message while recognizing those individuals who play an important role in education in our community, utilizing their platform to create awareness and bring to the forefront the positive accomplishments of our youth and educators in our community, as well as those to support them. As we all know, it does take a village. It takes all of us here in this room and in our community to ensure the vitality of our communities in which educational excellence serves as a foundation. And I will tell you at Fifth Third that we will continue to do our part to recognize and acknowledge excellence in education throughout our community. So thank you, and on behalf of Fifth Third Bank, congratulations to tonight's honoree. Thank you.
Thank you. It is a tradition here at the Charlotte Post Best Awards for last year's Educator of the Year to come up and present and pass the baton to this year's Educator of the Year. So, Ms. Shanna Ray, 2012 Educator of the Year, will now take the podium.
Good evening. And to Gerald Johnson's point earlier about our students, we know the need is great. So at Billingsville, if you walked in the halls every morning, you will hear this. We believe in you. We won't give up on you, because what you do here is important so that you can have choices in your future. Every child will and can go to college. It starts today. It starts now. We expect great things from you each and every day, and that's how we start the mornings of our students. My name is Shanna Ray. Thank you. And I am the previous recipient of the Charlotte Post Teacher of the Year for the 2012 school year. And I am now serving as the proud assistant principal at Billingsville Leadership Academy. I've served at that school for over 10 years as a teacher and a math facilitator. And just as myself, my friend Lynetta has served at her school for almost 11 years. And so I am proud to pass the baton to my friend, Mrs. Witherspoon, who is from Winston-Salem and went to Johnson C. Smith, a historical black college. Similar to myself, she has been teaching at the same school for 11 years, and she has a master's degree in curriculum instruction. She's nationally board certified, which is very difficult to get. And all of the ingredients, she has it for success. Lynetta said on the phone, because I called her to get to know her a little bit more, she said as a child, she always wanted to be a teacher, and that this is a calling for her, and that she was created to do this, and she takes it very seriously. When Mrs. Witherspoon's students leave her school, it doesn't stop there. They come back, or she goes to them. In fact, she said, you know what, sometimes I go into the neighborhood just to see what's going on. And her students will never forget her because of that. Any child can turn around in their neighborhood and see her face. She is invested in her students, and it shows through her commitment of education. She educates the whole child. Listen to this. She created a STEP team, and it's called FAME. Focus on academics while maintaining excellent behavior. Parents actually send their students to that school because, partially, of that program. Parents bring their students there for the extracurricular activities and dancing and stepping that Mrs. Witherspoon supplies. But her goals and ambition doesn't stop there. She has been accepted into the Emerging Leaders Program and is seeking leadership within CMS or any other place that she's accepted, I'm sure, for her career. Mrs. Witherspoon is deserving of this award because of the dedication and education and for the service that she provides for her students 24/7. Please join me in honoring our 2013 Charlotte Post Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Lynetta Witherspoon.
We also first have a video so that you can learn more about her work in the classroom.
The average public school class lasts 1 hour. In that 1 hour, 960 young people will inflict self-injury. 3,970 underage students will drink alcohol. 160 will drop out. 178 will be abused or neglected. But at Westerly Hills Elementary School, a different direction is being set for the students under Lynetta Witherspoon's care.
Miss Witherspoon's relationships that she builds with students may start in her classroom, but they go beyond her classroom walls throughout the school. She truly builds a relationship with students so that they want to be the best that they can be.
Not only does Mrs. Witherspoon demand her students take responsibility for their development, but also she is able to influence parents to become vested in the process.
You have to invest in something that you want to see prosper. Asking your child, how was your day? What homework do you have? Just invest, show them that education is important. Okay, I'm gonna call your teacher just to see what's going on. I text my parents, I show up at your job, I show up at your house, I'm in your neighborhood, so they know me. But if my dad is reading Hatchet with me and we're talking about survival skills, wow, how amazing would that be?
Mrs. Witherspoon's teaching approach that combines diagnostic learning assessment with common sense classroom governance has resulted in student performance improvements that are winning her an ever-growing list of honors, including the MEC Ed Teacher of Excellence Award in 2012.
So I had to really show them what type of learner are you? Are you auditory? Are you kinesthetic? Or, what type of learner are you? If you are auditory, you want to hear it. It doesn't matter what you see. If you can't hear it, you're not going to grasp it. So once they understood what type of learner they were, and they really, so I can't study on my bed, or I can't study with all the noise going on. But just to know that you provided a nice area, for them to be somewhere consistent doing their work. That's a powerful piece right there.
Cognitive psychologist John Hayes' research proved that expert status is achieved after 10 years of deliberate practice in a domain. And any school system or teacher can benefit from Mrs. Witherspoon's 12 years of classroom fitness.
Most people think it's money, but it's not. If you look around this classroom, we have a plethora of things. So, they think, give them more money, buy more things. We have so many. We have a lot of resources, but we don't have time to use the resources. Every other year we're trying something new. Oh, that didn't work, so try this. But sometimes you have to have, it's a process. When you put the cake in the oven, you can't just pull it back out and think that it's done. It has to have time to cook. And if you want to use money to buy something, have adult classes. Have something for them. So now they won't be intimidated when they come to the school and say, well, I don't know what they're talking about anyway. Now you do, because there's classes set up for you.
Lynetta's classroom journey is an unforgettable example of how hard work, courage, and the spirit of determination can change the lives of a teacher and her students.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Teacher of the Year, Lynetta Sides Witherspoon.
I promise I'm not a stalker. Good evening. This is such a great honor. I have to start off by first giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for creating me, creating this gift that I have. I truly believe that this is what I was created for, and it's almost like cheating to get a reward for something that you was made to do. I would like to thank Mr. Johnson and the entire Charlotte Post family. Words can't express my gratitude. And when I become a billionaire, I will back you up. But until then, you can use me in any way that you need. But I also would like to thank you for impacting and making such an impact on our children and closing the achievement gap. You're truly a beacon of hope for our youth. To my wonderful husband, Aubrey Witherspoon, thank you for your continuous support, for always believing in me, and understanding that this is something that I was called to do. I know sometimes coming home late, I promise I was at school. But thank you for adopting so many of my students. They call him Dad or, Peanut Witherspoon. Thank you for just believing in me. I can tell him that I want to go to the moon, and he'll say when we're going and how long we're going to be there. So thank you for your continuous support. To my Westerly Hills family, Team Westerly, thank you for your dedication and your support. I don't do this alone. We can walk down the hall and we'll talk about a student. We all believe that it does take a teamwork to make a dream work, and I just thank you. I wouldn't be the educator I am today without my two mentors, Gwen Shannon and Miss Betty Cooper. I was already teaching for a whole month and my application wasn't even complete. And that's how you know God is good, because when you're in your purpose, He will open doors. Ms. Cooper, thank you for seeing the potential and help me develop my skills. Ms. Shannon, thank you for modeling what a good leader should be, not just telling me what I need to do, but actually modeling for me what a good leader looks like. She has this motto, to be the teacher that no child wants to disappoint. Well, I want to be the teacher that does not disappoint you. So thank you. I would like to thank my family, my first teacher, my mom for going back to school and getting her degree, my sister, Kimberly Dawson, for being my first student, because I had to practice. So while other children were outside playing double dutch or hopscotch, I was upstairs teaching my imaginary students because I had to get it right. And to my mother-in-law, thank you for believing in our youth. Thank you for making sure that each child has the necessary tools to be successful with your donations of your school supplies. And lastly, I cannot forget my friends, my sisters, my JCSU family. You are truly the sixth man in my classroom. You are truly what helps me get up in the morning and walk into my classroom, with your continuous support of making sure I had a great day, to your helping me fix up my classroom, buying me my pencil sharpener, and even helping provide the uniforms to my students. I can send out a message of my students' need, and before I hit send, what size, what color, how much. So thank you. With all these angels in my life, it's with this belief that I carry into the classroom. I start off with the saying, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And with that belief, I treat my classroom like the operating room, and I pray that they leave a little better than which they came. And they tell me at the beginning of the year, what is your goal? What do you want to be? And I hold them accountable. You want to be a doctor? Then you are my doctor. You want to be an anesthesiologist? Then you're my anesthesiologist. And I tell them that every day, something that they can believe in, something that they can work on. So teaching is the hardest job that I will ever love, but I don't see myself doing anything else. Thank you.
Okay, she got me. I was trying to hold it, but she got me. Congratulations to our top seniors and to our Educator of the Year.